Sibiya's legal representative have argued that whistleblower Patricia Morgan-Mashale has gone overboard in her accusations. Sibiya is suing Morgan-Mashale for defamation following her social media posts. She is allegedly accusing Sibiya of corruption and interference with the crime scene in the Senzo murder case and accepting bribes from businessman Louis Liebenberg. Liebenberg is currently facing charges of money laundering, fraud and racketeering, among others. Sibiya's lawyer argued that there are no facts or truth to support what Morgan-Mashale says, as she has failed to substantiate her claims.
So insofar as Ms. Mashale's credibility is concerned in front of this court, that's not an issue. But your lordship must take cognizance of the fact that we're dealing with a respondent who really has abused the processes of this court.
Sibiya's legal representative told the High Court that Morgan-Mashale failed to report her claims to the relevant authorities.
The respondent has not a single traditional defamation defense available to them. And I'm going to repeat that. Not one defamation defense is available to the respondent. And in order to show this to your lordship, I'm going to go through the exercise and tell you what they would have had to have established and what they failed to establish. So let's start with the classic one, truth and public interest. Now, I must make a comment here about truth and public interest, because self-styled whistleblowers like Ms. Mashale, who act as a law unto themselves, with all due respect, only like to focus on the public interest part and forget about the truth part. But what did the SCA in manual say in paragraph 37 of that judgment? Mr. Babaza is finding it, but what the SCA said in that paragraph, my lord, is that the obligation of the defendant who wants to rely on that defense has to prove both elements. So it's a composite defense.
In their reply, Morgan-Mashale legal representative argued their client did not have the intention to defame the reputation of Lieutenant General Sibiya.
In actual fact, I was coming there to say just her role in that sphere is that after reporting, she then engages social media. But what happens is, irrespective of the engagement that she has with social media, she also makes follow-up in respect of their reports. The Malcolm noticed that in one of the annexes, which I've also acknowledged that they were not clear per se, there are conversations in respect of the relevant authorities' heads there, where the head of IP was contacted, the head of SABC was contacted. I'm not sure whether Parliament was contacted. Wow. The point I'm making is that after the reporting, she makes follow-ups in respect of those reports.
Judge J.P. Dafu has reserved judgment until next week. Ishmael Mudiba, SABC News, Bloemfontein.